Greetings Whovians and welcome to Timey Wimey Review. I can't believe we're coming to the end of July already. So let's round off this month with the Doctor Who quiz. The monthly Timey Wimey Review quiz that is dedicated to anything and everything relating to Doctor Who. We don't need Google here, it's just a bit of fun. So please hit the subscribe button, that will really help out this channel as I try to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. And let me know your scores in the comments, but please do try and keep all the answers out of the comments so everyone can enjoy this quiz. We'll start off as always with round one, Who Knowledge. 10 questions, all worth 1 point each to test your Doctor Who general knowledge. Best of luck, here we go with question 1. Peter Capaldi made a surprise appearance at Glastonbury 2025 to perform with which Scottish indie rock band? Name that indie rock band. Question 2, look at this image. These troops served which aliens? These troops served which aliens? Question 3, what was the first sentence said by the 11th Doctor to Amelia Pond in the episode The 11th Hour? Was it A, that's a hell of a crack in your wall? B, can I have an apple? Or C, you're Scottish, fry me something? Question 4, what are the names of the Daleks that form the Court of Skaro? For the full point, I need you to name all 4 of those Daleks from the Court of Skaro. Question 5, who wrote and starred in the 10th Doctor episode The Lazarus Experiment? Question 6, multiple choice question, this one. What was the third story to be broadcast from the first ever series of Doctor Who back in the 60s, so from 1963 to 64? Was it A, Edge of Destruction, B, the Aztecs, or C, the Censorites? Question 7, who played Linda with a Y in the Series 1 finale Bad Wolf Parting of the Ways? Question 8, complete this 4th Doctor story that was the opening story of Season 13, Terror of the What? Terror of the What? Question 9, John Levine played which regular appearing character who was a member of UNIT? Name that character. And finally, question 10, what was the name of the Doctor Who webisode specials released in 2003 and had Richard E. Grant as the Doctor? Name the title of those webisode special stories. Whilst you are thinking about those answers, if you are new to this channel, hello, thanks for stopping by. This is a channel dedicated to anything and everything relating to Doctor Who. There's reviews, news, featurettes, quizzes, obviously like this one, monthly quizzes, and also Doctor Who bargain hunting videos where I go to various places in the UK to look for Doctor Who related bargains or any other bargains of interest. I'm also on TikTok for even more fantastic Doctor Who related content, including Doctor Who bird feeder bird watching. I've been doing that for the last month, which you would have seen an episode of on this channel. I'm also on Facebook and X. I will put a link in the description for all those social media outlets for you to enjoy. Okay, let's go through the answers for round 1, Who Knowledge. How did you get on? Let's find out. Starting off then with question 1. Put my teeth back in. Peter Capaldi made a surprise appearance at Glastonbury 2025 to perform with which Scottish indie rock band? It was Franz Ferdinand. Franz Ferdinand, yes. Peter Capaldi made a surprise appearance during the Franz Ferdinand set and sung Take Me Out and did a brilliant job of that as well. So if you haven't seen it on YouTube or BBC iPlayer, do check it out. It was great. Question 2, look at this image. These troops served which aliens? They were the Daleks. So they were Dalek troopers. They served the Daleks and they were seen in the 5th Doctor story, Resurrection of the Daleks. Well done if you got that answer. Question 3, a multiple choice question, this one. What was the first sentence said by the 11th Doctor to Amelia Pond in the episode The 11th Hour? Was it A, that's a hell of a crack in your wall? B, can I have an apple? Or C, you're Scottish, fry me something? All of those wonderful lines was in that first episode, but the answer was B, can I have an apple? So that's what Matt Smith says to Amelia Pond, popping out of the TARDIS. Can I have an apple? Brilliant, absolutely love it. Okay, question 4. What are the names of the Daleks that form the Cult of Skaro? I wanted all four of the names for that magical point, and it was Jast, Thay, Sek, and Khan. Dalek Jast, Dalek Thay, Dalek Sek, and Dalek Khan, which I have named my magpies that I've been scouting about in my garden, which you will see in the Doctor Who TARDIS feeder bird watching videos on Timey Wimey TikTok. Cheap plug there as well. Okay, question 5. Who wrote and starred in the 10th Doctor episode, The Lazarus Experiment? It was Mark Gatiss. Mark Gatiss starred and wrote that episode from Series 3. Series 3. Episode 4, I think. Could be wrong. Definitely Series 3. Okay, question 6. What was the third story to be broadcast from the first ever series of Doctor Who? Again, this is another multiple choice answer. So this was back in 1963 to 64. Was it A, Edge of Destruction, B, The Aztecs, or C, The Sensorites? And the answer was A, Edge of Destruction. That was the third ever story to be broadcast from Doctor Who. It was a 2-part adventure, all set in the TARDIS. Very dramatic, very sort of thriller-esque. So if you haven't seen that classic story, definitely worth checking out. Question 7. Who played Linda with a Y in the Series 1 finale, Bad Wolf and Parting of the Ways? It was Jo Joyner. Jo Joyner played Linda with a Y in that Series 1 finale, who went on to star in various British shows, including Tanya Branning in EastEnders. Question 8. Complete this 4th Doctor story. That was the opening story of season 13, Terror of the what? Zygons. Terror of the Zygons. That's the answer I was looking for there. Question 9. John Levine played which regular appearing character who was a member of UNIT? It was Sergeant Benton. Sergeant Benton, particularly in the 3rd and 4th Doctor eras. Sergeant Benton. Well, actually, he did make his appearance with the 2nd Doctor story, Invasion, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But anyway, Sergeant Benton, that's the answer I was looking for. And finally, question 10. What was the name of the Doctor Who webisode specials released in 2003 and had Richard E. Grant as the Doctor? It was Scream of the Shauker. Scream of the Shauker. So these were some special webisodes for BBC Interactive back in 2003 as a sort of a loose celebration of the show's 40th anniversary. So we did get some new Doctor Who episodes back in 2003. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen all of the episodes yet. I've still got the set. It is on my to-do list to watch and review. So stay tuned for a future episode of Timey Wimey Review, where I will be watching and reviewing Scream of the Shauker. Total up those scores and let's add them to the next round. Round 2, which I haven't done for a while, Doctor Who blockbusters. So this is the combination of Doctor Who and the old game show blockbusters and smashing them together. So it's very, very easy. All the questions are worth 1 point each, and it'll all begin with, the answers will be the beginning letter. I'll give the clue of the letter and then work out the answers from there. Hope that makes sense. It's probably harder to explain than actually play the game. So anyway, here we go. 5 questions. Best of luck. So what Z is a character described by the 2nd Doctor as terrible in the 5 Doctors? So Z, what's your clue? Answer leading to that one. Question 2. What V is a device used by the 15th Doctor in Season 2 to help triangulate a course back to Earth for the date 24th of May 2025? Name that device beginning with the letter V. Question 3. What D is used by the Master to cover up his appearances or true identity? Question 4. What R is a planet visited by the 6th Doctor in the Trial of the Time Lord season, which turned out to be Earth? And question 5. What T are the enemy of the Daleks that also live on the planet Skaro? Whilst you are thinking about those answers there, bit of a tough ones though, so I hope you do well on that. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you've been up to this July. There's been tons going off really. We've had Glastonbury, sort of tail end of June into July, Wimbledon final, we had the Euro Women's 2025 Cup finals, lots of music festivals. Let me know in the comments, have you been watching sports, festivals, birthdays, anniversaries? Have you been cramming for your exams? Are you sort of relaxed now that it's all over so you can enjoy the summer break? Let me know in the comments what you've been up to. Okay, let's go through the answers for round 2, Doctor Who blockbusters. How did you get on? Let's find out those answers. So, question 1, what Z is a character described by the second Doctor as terrible in the 5 Doctors? It was Zodin. Very well done if you got that answer right. It was the terrible Zodin. So we've always heard about the terrible Zodin, but not really seen in character, especially on the TV screen. So whether that's a character that comes back in a future story of Doctor who knows? Question 2. What fee is a device used by the 15th Doctor in Season 2 to help triangulate a course back to Earth for the date 24th of May 2025? It was the Vindicator. The Vindicator. And then he turned it into a massive weapon to wipe out Omega. But the answer I was looking for there was the Vindicator. Question 3. What D is used by the Master to cover up his appearance or true identity? Disguise. There we go. We're doing a play on words on that one. Disguise was what I was looking for there. Question 4. What R is a planet visited by the 6th Doctor in the Trial of the Time Lord season, which turned out to be Earth? The planet was called Ravelox. Ravelox was the answer I was looking for there. And finally, question 5. What T are the enemy of the Daleks that also live on the planet Skaro? Thals. They were Thals. Very well done if you got those answers. Total up those scores and let's add them to the next round. The final round, a new round for this quiz, which is called the Doctor Who Picture Round. Name that story or episode. So this is going to be worth up to 10 points. So you can really ramp up those scores with this final round. So I'm going to show you 2 sets of 5 pictures. So if you get and it's going to be basically naming the story or episode from Doctor Who. So I'm going to do one from the classic era, one from the modern era. So if you know the story or episode from picture 5, you get 5 points. Sorry, from picture 1, you get 5 points. If you know it from picture 2, you get 4 points, so on and so forth. Okay, so here we go. So the first clue is for this set of pictures. This is from the classic era of Doctor Who. Here we go with picture number 1, again, worth 5 points. Picture number 2. Picture number 3. Picture number 4. And for 1 point, picture number 5. Name that classic Doctor Who story. Okay, time's up. And the answer is the Sontaran Experiment. The Sontaran Experiment from the 4th Doctor era. That was Tom Baker's first season as the Doctor. So very well done if you got that answer right from those pictures. Okay, let's move on to the next set of images. This is from the modern era of Doctor Who. Here we go with picture number 1. Picture number 2. Picture number 3. Picture number 4. And finally, picture number 5. Just give you a few more seconds. Okay, time's up. The answer was The Lodger from Matt Smith's first series or first season as the 11th Doctor. So the answer there was The Lodger. Very well done if you got both those answers from the picture round. So total up your scores, add them to your final. It's out of 25 for this month. Did you get all 25? Did you even just get 1? Let me know in the comments. Be loud and proud with your scores. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this quiz. If you have, please like, share and subscribe. Hit the cloister bell for more notifications. Come say hello and follow me on Facebook and X. And do check out my other fantastic Doctor Who related content on Timey Wimey TikTok. And of course right here on the Timey Wimey YouTube channel. A lot more content is coming your way. So do check that out. Thanks for your love and support as always. Until we meet again.